Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and today I'm going to get started on a special project. Uh, it's Boston Wallace's Weird Science, number 19. This was published in 1953. And he sent it to me to see if maybe I could do something with it. And I started on it, and you get to watch what I've done to it up to this point. It's been interesting. And I started doing something, and I had to go back and do something else, and you'll see it. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and watch it right after this. All right. I can't use the camera I normally use and the setup I normally use because my laptop died. It just doesn't work at all anymore. It kept restarting and restarting, and now it doesn't do anything. So I'm in here in my office. I don't really like to do this kind of work in my office. I have another dedicated area to do that. But I do occasionally do some. And what I'm going to try to do is, if you look at this line along here, that is residue from the glue that held down the tape. And I'm going to try to use a little lighter fluid to see if I can't get some of it off. And that's how we're going to start this project out. And I'm just going to put some right here. And I'll probably go ahead and do it on the other side as well. Now you notice I have an old backing board down here as well. And that's to protect my mat, among other things. And also it helps the comic. So let's get my little blue scraper and see what we can do. See if I can't start getting some of this off. This is going to take a lot of time, a lot of patience, but hopefully I can remove some of this. And I'm showing you this here right now, but I'm not going to do it for very long. I will eventually turn the camera off and just work on it. Because I would like to use my my magnifying light. That'll really tell me what I'm doing. My eyes aren't quite as good as they were, 20, 30 years ago. It actually feels like there might be a little tape on here still. Look at that. Looks like I got a little tiny bit off. And I will do this for as long as it takes. I just won't have the camera rolling, because to be honest, the camera's in my way. And I'm surprised I haven't bumped it with my head already. This, of course, is a book that Lawson Wallace sent me to see what I could do with it. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix it or not. I took a nice little chunk off there. Don't know if you can see it or not. It's right there. He doesn't seem too concerned with it. If it comes out good, great. And if it doesn't come out so good, well, you know, I'm going to do my best, which is all we can do. We've got a little bit more off. So yeah, I'm going to work on this and I'll give you another update. This is going to end up being a very short video. As I'm going through this, it looks like there is still some tape on here. And I'm able to peel off some of it without losing any additional color, but some of it, it's going to lose color if I take the tape off. But if I don't take the tape off, then it's going to be worse. So, yeah. And some of it, I'm just getting, see, here's a little piece of tape here. And I think I can get that off. I just have to be real gentle and yeah, there you go. Got a little bit of tape off. And that's the whole goal. If I find tape on here, I need to try to remove it without losing any additional color loss. Of course, some of it's going to come off. There's nothing I can do because it's already started to come off. But if I can get a little more tape off without losing color, that's a good thing. So that's what I'm trying to do. I've got another piece right here. Maybe. Yes, yes, yes. That piece right there. So, yeah, it still has some tape on it, but most of what I'm trying to get off is residue. I keep telling people lighter fluid is the way to go to get tape off of a comic, but they don't want to listen to me. And there's other ways. If you have experience with other ways, that's great. But if you don't have a lot of experience with some of the other ways of removing tape, this is probably one of the best ways to go. Here we go. There's another piece. Got it. So, like I said, this is going to take a really long time to get done. So I might show other videos because I can only work on this for a little while at a time. Even though I have the door wide open and a fan running, it's too much for me to work on this for a long period of time. And I could put my mask on, but that's not going to help any. I mean, that would keep particulate out, but my mask doesn't keep the smell out. Yeah, we got some tape here that I want to try to get out. And unfortunately, I think the Tingujo paper with whatever lost and used to attach it is actually hindering the lighter fluid from soaking through from the back side. So I'm going to have to take that Tingujo off real soon. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to take it off before I do anything else. So I'm going to let this dry real good, and then we're going to take off this Tingujo paper. So I'll be back. So I decided what I needed to do was to go ahead and take this Tingujo paper off. So we're going to turn it over, and I'm going to try to do this as gently as possible. I'm going to use cotton bud and distilled water, and see if that can't see if we can't get some of that off. Not that it really makes any difference as to how I take it off, but I would like to get it as gently as possible. It's going to have to soak for a couple of minutes. Got there we go. There's that first little bit. It's going to take a while, but I figured I'd show you how I'm going to do this. Just dip it in the water, get it wet. Of course, the easiest way is to just soak the whole or the whole cover, but I don't want to do that. Wow, that goes all the way over there. And the reason I'm taking this off is I think it probably used methyl cellulose or nori paste, one of the two, to put it on there, and I think it's preventing the lighter fluid from getting to the back side of the glue that's holding on the tape, the glue remnants. So I want to be as gentle as possible with this, because I know it's holding pieces on, and that's okay. Doesn't matter if the pieces are loose or together. It's like there's a little bit here. There we go. Ah, didn't want to come off my finger. Just as gentle as I can be with this. And go ahead and take that piece off. This is going to take a while. But now that you see how I'm going to remove it, I can turn the camera off and I don't have to worry about talking. And I'll show it to you once I get all of the all of the Tingujo off of there. So I got most of the Tingujo paper off. It was all the way around. I had to go all the way around the different, and there might still be a little bit on there, but that'll come off. Like right here, there's some. That'll come off when I wash it. Let me see if I can go ahead and get that now. Get it nice and wet, and then it should come off. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it sticks to my fingers pretty bad. I probably should be wearing gloves so it doesn't stick to my fingers, but I don't care. I'm just using water, and I suspect what he used to stick it down was probably methyl cellulose. So it's not too bad. Okay, I think I've got it off of there. So that's probably all I'm going to get done this weekend. I might try to get some more of this off. It is starting to come off a little bit. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for this weekend. So there you go. I removed a tiny bit of tape and got a little bit of the tape residue off, but I couldn't, it didn't seem to want to go all the way through, so I had to turn it over and take off the Tingujo paper that was put on there. And you saw the results of that. And I will keep working on it, and we'll get there. And of course, I'm going to have to do the same thing with the rear cover. I don't know if I'm going to show that or not because I don't like showing the same thing over and over and over again. You know, I might show like with this video, I might show all of the Takujo I took off. It's a whole lot more than I thought. He had it all along the edge and in different spots. But that's okay. That's all right. Yeah, he was trying to preserve it, and kudos to him for doing that. I was going to end up taking it off anyway when I washed it, so we'll see what happens. I think that's going to be about it for this one. So take care, everybody. I'll see you Wednesday morning with another video. I don't know what yet. We'll figure it out. And You know what? I'm going to show you on Wednesday. I'm going to show you what I picked up at Free Comic Book Day. That's what I'll do for Wednesday's video. In the meantime, I'll see you Wednesday night on Coffee with Chaos, and take care, everybody. Bye. Don't forget, like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. And, I need the help.